It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense up to the line fast.
It's 4th down.
Trying to push this past the marker. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. But you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. Now Herbert to throw. Hurst there to grab it. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
He gets it headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by the Purdue product who got some starts as a rookie 4th rounder, Aiden O'Connell.
In just his second year here now with the Raiders, what an experience a year ago for the then rookie. He went 5-5 for the Raiders. He protected the football pretty well. 12 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions. He maximized his opportunities as a rookie. He's going to have to take another step here in year 2.
To throw, here's O'Connell. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's complete inside the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. O'Connell now. This will be caught by Adams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft. A group that they've been willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and then, frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much, much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks that were spent on.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. O'Connell to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. A lot of offensive players are hanging on the back line through a well-placed hit.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running behind center with Edwards. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. This finds shot complete. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10. Because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Chark there to haul it in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throw on 3rd down. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they get this down to the 28.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Throw caught by his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Finds McConkey. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Catch made by Chark. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now lead by 10. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The extra point is up, and it is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second and 4. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. O'Connell. He's going to get this complete to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's O'Connell. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And now they face 2nd down. Up the middle, here goes White. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Try the right side with White. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Raiders are on the move here. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is O'Connell. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. From the red zone now. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown and check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone.
Trying again, following the sack. Hits his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's O'Connell to the air. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. He hit his 1st one. His 2nd one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Gets this to McConkey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. They've got first down from the 31. Now Herbert to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. He finds McConkey. And they take him down right along the 30. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
He'll go quickly to the right. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Ball into... Exact same time there. It's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan, Coach, we'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. A give right side to White. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. throws will be caught by Adams. And this one does not go far. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. O'Connell looking to throw. He's got it, room to run. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Do I sit and judge defense? I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Option give here. Jukes one defender, and he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
The gain brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Got a man. Palmer has it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Sticking with Edwards here. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, hole in the defense there. That one is caught. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now, Herbert. Has it in close. A nice gain of 8 there. And it brings them to 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. O'Connell now. He'll get this one to Adams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. O'Connell to throw it. Throw reeled in by Bear. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Able to hit Gallup, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing it again here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing is O'Connell. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. To throw, here's O'Connell. He gets this one to Myers. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in Week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on it. Out of the gun, White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
And don't get me wrong, Kate, every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. Here's O'Connell. This one's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Throw is caught by the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And this won't get close. They make the stand and force the turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Edwards. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
3rd and 6.
Here's a give up the middle. Takes out a one-stop. And he cuts it back right. Kimani Vital. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Raiders are going to like where they get to start out for this drive. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. O'Connell. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Another try following the sack. Complete here to Bowers. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they win with on 3rd down. Here's O'Connell to the air. Chargers bringing the pressure. They got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. O'Connell looking to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
The give here on 2nd. And they bring him down quickly, but he does have it across the 40. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. Decent gain here, but short of the first. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Gallop there to haul it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again. That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That one missed the mark. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They'll throw it again. That's brought in by White. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. He's got time here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They're going play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate. On shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. Over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball. It sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And even with those 2 timeouts left across the field, they can still kneel out this win and send us all home. And they'll kneel this one down.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.